Same to you. It's a must win for me. Already got one loss. Went real good, man. Went real well.
No position in American sports
Okay.
the pressure or the weight on their shoulders.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm supposed to hear back by next week because I guess they're finishing their interviews Tuesday. I guess 10 people actually interviewed for it now.
Can lead them to glory, and boy,
That's what I said. I said 10.
elite dudes we have in this one.
Yeah, I said, oh, okay. Competition out there, but I did really well though. Yep, I will.
Runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the give off the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Might be calling a hot route. He breaks a tackle. Wildcat didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. It'll be 3rd and long. Quick release on the RPO. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking for space. It's best. Turning it on. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Hard running there. He has the first and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football and make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Washington State has it all working right now. Using his legs, it's Johns. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards, or sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. There he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it.
I just started laughing. Like, really?
That is an incredible job with the return, and this is the one thing
I left that way short, too. I was scared of going over.
You've got a lot of big bodies out on the field, and if they decide to return it, you're not going to be able to make tackles in
fast
the
as ever,
open
though.
field, and you
Still
saw it
can't tell.
happen right there. What a turn of events. Missed kick taken to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds space on the right. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Washington State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll go to the air. Quarterback adapting. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Takes it on the shovel. Shakes off the defender. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Right back to it. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive line in there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He splits the uprights.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the handoff. Turning it on! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Direct snap. Fighting off the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Got room to work. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your knee in.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release by the QB. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Hold and fire complete. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. Now the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. He might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
Balance.
Touchdown.
Balance.
And this dude has been a
Oh, they're challenging it.
almost 200 yards rushing, rips off
No, they're not
another
challenging it.
long run. He has been impossible to stop.
Yeah, they challenged it. Hey, they
They
heard you.
Yeah, I would too, Dave.
Wow.
I think he's the definition of a running
All
back
right.
that gets better as the game goes
Back to the drawing
on.
board. First down.
More you give him the football,
That was a great
he
run.
seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
You're just going to run past the block. All right.
Knocked down in the
Cool.
backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how
He
you
ran
come
right
up and
past you,
make
too.
plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100
Yeah,
yards on the
it's
day.
right at the line of
He's really had
scrimmage.
some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Unreal. I'm firing this kicker.
No good.
Unreal.
That would have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man.
Man,
Just
he's
go
getting
for
cut.
it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved.
He
the
gave
last
up more
couple
points
of
than my
years.
defense, the kicker.
We left some
Kicking the
points
ball to
on
you
the
guys.
scoreboard there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got it behind the line. It's Best. Ripping off
That corner, number 7, he wants no contact. Oh, my goodness.
First down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space.
My man been
exactly what this
he's been on my team for 4 years too. His first year playing because my starting running back got hurt. So I'm like, all right, it's your time now. You stayed for 4 years. Yep.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing.
My man started running people over. I'm like, man, I should have been playing you earlier.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Yeah, I was trying.
They'll try the run.
Oh.
Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well,
it was so important.
Getting XP against us.
Find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success.
That's on my depth chart.
He's been able to find some creases to run through.
He's just breaking tackles.
This offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun.
Oh my goodness.
And he's still running after the move.
Unreal. Oh my goodness.
Running wide open down the
Got him in the backfield.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Oh.
He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
That might be my season.
That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You're my conference, right?
And it was so important for the offense.
Oh, okay, so I still got a chance to win the conference. You're the top ranked team.
This thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure
I'm with Denzel and Jay. Jay's team's little yeah, he got a new job, so he got real busy. He's been picking up another job too, so he works like overnight. And then he does the hotel industry too. Yep. Yeah. Luckily, it's because he coaches basketball too, so luckily it's not basketball season because he was really busy then.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11.
Yeah, that Berlin brothers are always good, boys and girls.
Looking downfield on first down.
Yeah. Go get it. Man, jump. Dudes.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day.
Have him on 2nd or 3rd on the depth chart, and he doesn't go in the game. I have to like sub him in manually for some strange reason.
And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times.
Must be nice. I'm running down to Pittsburgh, actually. So yeah.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between
them and paychecks and everything with people.
We have victory formation coming.
Well, I have a staffing company, so I staff hotels with like anything they need. Then I do cleaning as well for like commercial buildings and stuff, and some residential. But both of my businesses are all staffing.
Turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Man.